Yeah, good morning, all. I hope all can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, today we can discuss with the labor management how effectively it can work in the EWM environment. Actually, this is a sub module. Until unless we activate this sub module, labor management, we cannot use these functionalities. And this is optional, not mandatory to work with warehouse solutions. Okay. Here, what is the functionalities of labor management, how it can help us in our warehouse processes and etc. We can check. Actually, this labor management is not extremely important aspect of yeah, is an extremely important aspect of the warehouse. Okay, efficient use of labor time and the right compensation reward for work performed or business responsibilities necessities. For example, putting the resources, uh, uh, accommodating the resources is not giving us any better output in the warehouse, but effectively if we use them in effective manner, then only we can get productivity in our works. Okay, how we are going to use the labor? Here labor is nothing but resources. Okay, how we are using the resources in our warehouse operations, that can be leads to the warehouse profit and loss and productivity, etc. Okay, and a lot of features are there with this labor management functionality in our extended warehouse management modules. We can check one by one. Okay, here we need to work with some kind of master data. First one is the processor. Okay, processor is a master data, and we can connect this processor to SAP HR module. Processor to SAP HR module. Within the processor, we have one terminology called personal ID. Personal ID. That personal ID is unique within the SAP HR module and within this master data processor. Okay, this processor can connect the this personal ID is a connecting point with the processor to employee master record within the SAP HR module. With that, the HR or HCM persons can evaluate the efficiency and utilization of their resources with respect to their KRAs and KPAs. Okay, key resource areas and key performance indexes. Okay, they can analyze their utilization and efficiency to appraise them in their regular cycles. Okay, and apart from that, some other master data is called formulas and conditions. What are those? For example, I am a unload resource. My task is always to work with the unloading. Okay. For example, assume that one handling unit is waiting for unloading from a transportation unit. That handling unit is weight is some 5 kgs or whatever it may be. To unload that 5 kgs, it will take some time, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it may be. And beside that, I observed some 8 kgs handling unit is there, or else 10 kgs handling unit there. If I want to unload the second handling unit, it will take some more time compared to the first handling unit. Okay, here what is the criteria why the time is varying? Weight is the criteria. Weight is the control parameter to deciding to complete that activity. Okay, that one. And for example, we can go with some other example. In packaging work center, if I want to fill some products in a one kind of handling unit like a carton box, it will take some few minutes of time. Okay, a small carton box. If I want to pack some other size cotton box, like a very big cotton box, it will consume extra time compared to the first one. Here, what is the criteria? Volume of the cotton box is a criteria. Volume of the cotton box. Okay. Like we need to fix some standard timings according to the key figures like weight, volume, and number of parameters are there. Those which are coming from the warehouse orders, packaging specifications, and product masters. With use of those parameters, we can maintain the formulas. Okay. For example, one planned time is there. Planned workload time is some 5 minutes. I can apply that 5 minutes for 5 kgs box. Okay. And I can give 8 minutes or 9 minutes or 10 minutes for 10 kgs weight. Means here condition, if weight is 5 kgs, that should be calculate 5 minutes time. If weight is 10 kgs, that should calculate this much of time. Okay, those can be defined by these formulas and conditions. Okay, and next one is the defining engineered labor standards, ELS means engineered labor standards. Okay, this is a standard terminology globally used to decide the planned time to determine according to the activity. For example, one packaging I want to use this time with these conditions and with these formulas, and I want to maintain some unloading activities according to this formula and this condition. That can be defined by this engineered labor standards. Okay, and here the next thing is functionality is creating planned and executed workload. Planned and executed workload. Planned workload. When the warehouse order is created, the system can provide us the planned workload. This much of time it can consume. How it can be picked? The system can check the engineered labor standards. Within the engineered labor standards, we have the formulas and the conditions. With that, system can identify that for this activity, this much of weight, or else this much of volume, or else this much of dimensions, whatever it may be the parameter, the system can calculate the planned workload. Then executed workload. After confirming the warehouse order, system can compare with the planned workload. For example, I have given 4 minutes or 4 minutes time to one of the resources to pack something. He finished it 3 minutes. Means he utilized less than the planned workload. Means utilization is below the 100%. Efficiency is more than 100%. Okay. For example, one delivery is there. For example, we need to deliver some ABAP object or whatever functional object or whatever it may be. One ticket system, for example, support environment, all we worked in support environments like SLS are there. SLS, priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4, according to their needs, they can fix some SLS. High priority ticket, assume that 2 hours is the time, resolution time. If any of our consultant can complete that priority 1 ticket before the 2 hours, utilization is less than the 100%. Efficiency is more than the 100%. Okay. Like with that, we can analyze that resources performance. The same thing SAP HR people or HCM people in warehouse also, they can calculate the resources utilization and efficiency to provide the to reward the appraisals and etc. etc. Okay. Now that is the predefined activities. Predefined activities. We can maintain engineer labor standards with the formulas and the conditions and etc. etc. Now one more thing is there. Capturing indirect labor task. Indirect labor task. Yeah. For example, we got one implementation project. Just we can discuss about IT environment. How they can calculate. Not only the resources. When they are calculating the project estimate or whatever it may be, they can calculate the staff uh, supporting staff services also. Supporting staff, not only SAP or Java consultants. Supporting staff, admin people, how many admin people? For example, PMO team, something is there. What they are doing, they cannot directly involve in our project, but they are involving this project. Directly not involving, but their efficiency, their utilization and efficiency also should be calculated. Like coming to the warehouse, bin cleaning work, that is not a direct activity, or else admin activities. For example, one supervisor is there, always he can observe when the warehouse workers entering into the warehouse, he can get the signatures, or else some uh, punching cards and etc. etc. He can do. He is also a part of the warehouse, but there is no terminology within the EWM warehouses to measure his efficiency and utilization and his effort directly. To fulfill that kind of work also, one functionality called indirect labor task. Indirect labor task. Indirectly they are using in our warehouse. They are not doing any putaways, packings and pickings and etc. etc. But they are also part of the warehouse. We need to calculate their efficiency also. For that, we can use this indirect labor task. Okay, and reporting. Reporting is main in warehouse environment. One separate node is available within the monitor, calling as a labor management node. This one. Next one, planning, operational planning. Here, one thing. If I run one report, planning report, here two things are there. For example, inbound deliveries and outbound deliveries are distributed within the EWM warehouse. For some of the deliveries, warehouse orders are created. Warehouse tasks means warehouse orders are created. I need to accommodate the resources according to the volume of that warehouse order. Okay, warehouse orders are created with reference to the deliveries. I need to accommodate the resources, the volume of the warehouse order. To fulfill that, one planning functionality is available through this labor management. What is the volume of work? How many resources we require to fulfill to confirm these warehouse orders and etc. etc. Okay, operational planning. And one more planning is there, future planning. Deliveries are there, warehouse orders are not created. Okay, in first case, deliveries distributed, warehouse orders also created. That is one kind of plan. Deliveries are there, but not at warehouse orders created against those. That also we can plan through this labor management. And employee performance. Employee performance. Here we can send the employee performance data in the form of performing document directly to the SAP HR module. Okay, we can upload the employee performance document within the system that can be integrated with SAP HR module. But the common key point is the processor master. Within the processor master, they can use the personal identification. Now, how the processor can integrate with our resources? Okay, if we go through the resource maintaining, we can use the SAP user ID. The same SAP user ID I can keep in the processor also. Means resource plus processor communication point is the SAP user ID, and the processor and the employee master communication point is the personal identification number. Okay, this is the link between EWM works to SAP HR module. First one is the user ID from resource to the processor, and the processor to employee master is the personal identification. Okay, and labor demand planning. Yeah, this is something kind of advanced topic. Labor demand planning, for example, any dark appointment scheduling, etc. Things are there. We can utilize this also there. Okay, labor demand planning just how many numbers of resources to execute the relevant warehouse orders and etc. Okay, this one. Next, how we can use the labor management for our EWM operations. Okay, if we want to work with the labor management, it would require to activate that at warehouse level. For example, I have more than one warehouse. I want to use labor management for only one warehouse. Then I can activate the labor management for that warehouse only. Okay. Then after activating the labor management, one flexibility is there. According to the internal process steps, we can calculate the efforts. Internal process steps, where we heard this terminology. During the entire process-oriented storage control, multi-step movements, we are working with external steps. Sometimes we can use the SAP standards like IB01, IB02, IB03, or else we can create our own external process steps. As for the SAP standard rule, every external process step should be assigned to an internal process step. Should be assigned to an internal process step. Okay. We can activate the labor management according to the internal process steps after activating at warehouse level. Means we are bringing down this functionality up to internal processes. Okay, now for example, VAS internal process step is there. Kitting also comes under the VAS, or else VAS some VAS packaging or some other packaging. For example, in my warehouse, I have kitting scenarios, I have VAS preservation scenarios, and VAS packaging scenarios. Assume that different external steps are there. Okay, one is preservation, another one is the kitting, third one is the VAS packaging, and fourth one is some other is there. All these are connected to a internal VAS activity. Okay, but I don't want to capture uh, any execution times or planned times against my kitting activity. I want or preservation activity. I want to go with only one activity for this labor management. But here our labor management is activated at internal processes step. How? One option is there. After activating the labor management against the internal process step, we can deactivate at external process step level. Deactivate. VAS is the internal process step. I can activate the labor management against that internal process step, but I can deactivate for kitting and preservation external steps labor management. Okay, that is also possible in our labor management. Next, just now we have discussed the employee master. Process is the role that maps the employees carrying out the floor activities of the warehouse to the system, and it defined as a business partner person with the processor role, and it can connect it to SAP HR module. And formulas and conditions. This is an activity in a warehouse may consist one or more work steps. Okay. And the standard time it takes to perform the work step can be constant value or variable. Constant means always this is the fixed value to execute the specific kind of the process step. For example, vast preservation is there. I can fix it a constant type, but I cannot fix the constants for unloading or loading activities and etc. etc. Even the packaging also I cannot fix. Depends on the size or volume of the packaging materials. We need to act. We need to vary our timings. Okay, and if it's a standard calculation, directly we can keep that that value there. If it's variable, we can use the formula, okay, to calculate the timing. This engineered labor standard. This is the area where we can maintain this all formulas and conditions to trigger our against our external steps. Okay, these things. And when the system, yeah, ELS document, engineered labor standard document.
So what is internal and external? Can you brief external step?
Pardon?
Internal step and external step.
Yeah, one thing. What we are doing in the POSC, external step we are creating, right?
Yeah.
Is it mandatory to assign the internal process step, right?
No.
No. How
No,
sir?
mandate. It is assigned to internal process step, right?
Yeah, that thing is here we are using. Okay.
Okay. Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah. Engineered labor standard document. Engineered labor standard document, when it can be generated. For example, once the warehouse order is created, system can calculate the planned workload according to the step assigned to that warehouse order. Once after confirming, that can be turned into the executed workload. That can turn into the executed workload. Got it, sir? Here, one thing is there. When the warehouse order is generated, one planning workload document can be generated within the system. Will be generated within the system. Once after confirming that warehouse order, that will be turned as a executed workload. That record is turned as a executed workload. These are calling as a ELS document. Is it generated for ELS document for all the steps? Is it generated this planning workload records and executed workload for all the records? Means, for example, when unload activity is there, once the warehouse order is created, some planned workload can be generated against that unloading activity. Once we confirm that, that record can be deleted from that area and it can be moved to executed workload. But here one exception is there. For the deconsolidation work step, the planned workload document cannot be deleted. That also can be stored within the system. Even though the executed workload is generated, document generated against the deconsolidation, still the planned workload document can be shown within the system. The exception is for the deconsolidation step. Okay, that is the SAP's standard. Now here, determining engineered labor standard, defining work step, standard times. Work step is nothing but external steps, and work step sequences one after another, and assigning the work step sequences, and or else directly defining, we can engineered labor standards. Here, sequence to all we can see in the system. Sequence to determine the engineered labor standards. Sequence. First one is the warehouse, second one is the object type, third one is the external process step, fourth one is the activity area. Warehouse. At warehouse level, we can maintain the sequence for determining engineering labor standards in a sequence manner. The first priority is the warehouse number, second priority is the object type. Object type is nothing but either Yeah, at the time of warehouse task or warehouse order and etc., we can see in the system. And the external process step, that is nothing but our external process step, and also activity area, and also activity area. Why here assume that why they have given us the external process step and the activity area also. First, we can think about the importance of the activity area. What is meant by an activity area, where it can useful for us in EWM. The activity area is nothing but it's a logical group of storage bins. We can execute the sort sequence of the storage bins at the activity area level against the defined activities. Okay, and for example, one external step, gas is there or else packing is there. Just assume, sir, a small one example. Uh, for example, if I want to pack some certain kind of the handling unit within the one area like a tables area, it may contain some kind, and ground floor like shop floor that can consume some other type. That is also possible. That is also possible. Here, see sir, activity area packaging is my external process step. If I can pack any small cotton box on top of the table, if I keep the handling unit top of the table, I can effectively packing while standing in front of the table. Okay, that may take some few minutes of time. If I use the same packaging activity in shop floor, some other corner, it may take some other time. Assume that I need to bend, I need to collect from the tapes and etc. from somewhere else, and I need to bend in to access the products within that box and etc. The activity is same, but time is varying. The activity is same here, but time is varying according to that area. That we can decide through this activity area. Okay, this like we can use these engineered labor standards in different ways. Okay, this way. Next, direct labor activities. Direct labor activities directly contribute to warehouse processes. Okay, and the activities such as picking, packing, counting, value-added services, loading, unloading, making yard movements, and so on are called direct labor activities. Indirect labor activities, cleaning, or other administrative work, maintenance work, indirectly support our functionalities of the warehouse. Okay. And warehouse managers, the supervisors may be interested in monitoring these activities from a time perspective because it's important for the efficiency of the warehouse. Okay. If indirect labor activities, warehouse supervisor should observe what these admin people are doing and etc. Support staff. Indirect labor activities. And one advantage is a flexibility is there. These indirect labor activities we can handle through the GUI environment, means the system, and also mobile transaction, RF devices. Okay, this planning and simulation. Consider a situation in which a warehouse management suddenly realizes that there are not sufficient workers available to complete the pending warehouse task scheduled the first day. The situation may compromise on delivery promises given to the customer, as immediate arrangement of sufficient workers might not be possible. Means planning is very important. Planning and simulation is very important according to the volume of workloads. Our final or our motto is on-time deliveries to the customers. To fulfill that on-time deliveries, we need to plan resources according to the workload. Okay, that can be decided by this planning and simulation. It's clearly important to take a calculation of the future workloads of the warehouse, future workloads. For example, only deliveries are there, it may turn into the warehouse orders. For that also we should be able to calculate, so that the sufficient workers can be planned in advance for the smooth and the timely accomplishment of warehouse activities. This is also fulfilling the on-time delivery to the customer. Okay. And the SAP EWM provides the necessary tools to estimate the plan for the future workload of the warehouse via the labor planning function through calculation of the planned workload. Okay. Planned workload, they can evaluate the planned workload and they can align the resources to fulfill the on-time delivery. Okay. This way. And pre-processing. At delivery time itself, we can pre-process. SAP EWM provides a pre-processing feature for workload planning for inbound and outbound deliveries, for which warehouse orders are not yet created. Pre-processing. One is planning, another one is pre-processing. Planning is after creating the warehouse orders. Pre-processing means not yet warehouse orders are created. According against the deliveries, we can plan the resources. Okay, that is also possible. Employee performance. Labor management is implemented by many companies with a major view on evaluating and rewarding employee performance. And SAP EWM gives managers an option to keep track of efficiency and utilization of warehouse workers and their activities by maintaining the employee performance documents. Here, efficiency and utilization. Okay. For a good resource or good employees, utilization always less than or equal to 100%. Efficiency is more than or equal to 100%. A grade employees, assume that. High skilled or else high performance employees. Not skilled, high performance. High performance employees or resources are there. Means how they can decide is their utilization is less than or equal to 100%. Their efficiency is greater than or equal to 100%. Okay. With that, we can analyze this resources is a high performance, is having the high performance, etc. etc. Okay, this. And employee performance document we can upload to HR, SAP HR. Okay, this. This is about the theoretical view of labor management within the EWM functionalities. We can go with the one sec. We can go with the system. Okay. Go to the implementation guide. SCM extended warehouse management, labor management. This is the submodule. Go to here, activate labor management. You go to here. YAML. By default, this should be come with default deactivation by default. Okay. Even though you while copying the 0001, you can observe this. This can be this is in deactive status. If I want to go with, we can use this active. Okay. Labor management active. First, we can check what are the steps available, external steps available within this warehouse. Go to cross processing settings, warehouse task, define process oriented storage control. This external step of process is at a global level. We can use those according to our warehouses. For example, go to here. External steps are there. Counting, yeah, loading. Okay, we can check one of these. Yeah, we can do one thing. IV01, IV02 is there. We can demonstrate unload, wrap, put away. We can take some examples, 4 steps. Unload, VAS 1, VAS 2, put away. Okay. For unload, I can activate the labor management. Within the 2 VAS states, we can work with these functionalities for only one external process state. That we can see in our demonstrations. And put away also we can use labor management. Okay. This one. First, yeah. Okay, unload IV01, IV02 and put away. Where the put away? We can check. One second. The external steps. Or else we can create our own new ones. Okay. Go to new entries, external steps. I represent my warehouse number. L represent labor management, UD, ILUD, IAML, LM labor management, unload. Okay. This I am assigning to internal process step. This is mandatory. What is the internal process step for unload? UNLO. This one. Next, I, L, V and ILV preservation. ILV one we can packing also that can come. Okay. IAML labor management preservation. Okay. ILV2 IAML LM VASPAC. This is also, these two are connecting to VAS activities. Next, ILPWY, IAML, LM, labor management, put away. For naming conventions, just we are going to this one. Put away here PUT. This we can keep somewhere. These are our one steps. This is not required for us. Yeah. Now we can check two work centers. We can check two work centers. One is for ILV1, another one is for ILV2. Go to here. Within a few seconds, few minutes, we can create those with the same names. Go to master data, define storage type. For ILV1 and ILV2, two steps are there. I want to I want to use different work centers, physical areas for this two activity areas. Okay, this one. Okay, one sec, hold on, please. Okay, go to new entries. IAML is our warehouse. ILV1. IAML, labor management, VAS, AutoPack, AutoPack here. And please do practice with your own storage types and own work center instead of using so-called 80108020 and etc. Here I am maintaining the storage type role E. Just only 3 or 4 parameters required to create the work center. Confirm put away, and here capacity check should be always 4. No check capacities. Put away rules always general 4, and confirm stack removal. And here HQ is mandatory to work with the POSC, but here we may or may not use this one, handling it. If I keep blank, that can be work for both loose products also. Okay, just this one ILV1. I have created one warehouse, one storage for the work center, and the same thing I am copying to ILV2. Manual tab. Okay, this thing. And now I am creating two sections. One is for ILV1 and ILV2. One for work center determinations. Okay, ILV1, ILV1. Yes, for ILV1. And please note that this is not mandatory. Anybody tried without a storage section, these work centers and etc. That can work even though we don't have any storage section. Okay, this way. Now I require two bins for this two storage sets. /n/scwm /ls01. IAML is our warehouse. IAML ILV1 bit. Okay, this ILV1 ILV1. So it is not saying. Yes. Now one more bin is required for another step. ILV2. Here ILV2. Okay, this thing. Now I require two work centers to execute these two different external steps. If you observe, I have taken one is auto packing warehouse, sorry, VAS activity. I don't want to calculate any labor activities against that step. And one more is the manual VAS activity is there. I can calculate labor management, labor effectivity, labor efforts for that external step. Okay, we can see that setup I can show you. And now we require two work centers for this one. Go to master data, work center, define work center. Yeah, we can go with our one. IAML. ILV1, I am using the same. IAML was auto. External step is ILV1. Storage type is ILV1. This also inbound and outbound sections just we can use. Without this also that can be work. ILV1 repack work center by default 3040 and work center layout and VAS 1 is just standard, we can use that only. And yeah, RF EQ ready for the input if we want to use any RF, and save action. This is enough. Okay, and one more is required for us. Select this. The external step is this one. Yeah, we need to copy there also. Manual class. Okay, two work centers, sir. Okay. Now I require the POSC setup for this. Go to cross processing settings, warehouse task, define process oriented storage control. Already open somewhere. Yeah. Storage process definition. Here go to new entries, IAML steps, external step, first unload ILUD. Oh, sorry. Here we can maintain the storage process. ILSP storage process. IAML labor management storage process. I am not disturbing the existing setup for without labor management. Yes, okay. This thing. Within the storage process, I am assigning my steps. Okay, and auto product warehouse task is not required for us. Here, if we have the deconsolidation, then only we can use this one. ILUD, ILV1, ILV2, ILPW. This is my setup. Okay, and I require one warehouse process type to assign this storage process. ILSP is ours. Yeah. Okay. Automatic as a substitute for, oh yeah, oh sorry. Sir, this error, can anybody give some inputs? Okay, this error. Please reveal, sir, why it is came. We did a mistake, but what is this? Can anybody give some light on this? Hmm?
Related to deconsolidation.
No. Yeah, okay.
The POS is the fourth step. The POS is the fourth step. Why we it is not necessary to check the auto PO.
Correct. That is this one. While moving fastly, we have activated that also. That is the problem. Correct, sir. For last step, it's not required to go with this. Yeah, that is not saved. Okay. This I have flagged. Not required. Okay. Yes. We require one warehouse
Your
process.
product warehouse task is not required.
Not required. If it's deconsolidation, then it is required. At which level you want to get the put away warehouse tasks after deconsolidating. Okay, here not required. Define warehouse process type. And for time's sake, we can copy from existing one instead of warehouse number, IAML. IAML, ILSP. IAML, Labour Management, ILSP, POSC. Okay, and go to here, ILSP, and the same source storage type source bin I am using. This one, this. Now, once after creating the warehouse process type, that should be maintained within the put away strategies. That should be maintained in the put away strategies. Okay, this is. Go to goods receipt process.
So did you maintain the POSC settings?
No, not
POSC.
coming sequential. Go to storage process search, specify storage type search sequence. Go to here. This is the remembering point where you can maintain this. Whenever you can create a new warehouse process type, straight away you can come to the strategies and first define them, or else most of the times we can forget that. Okay, what we can do is copy this ILSP, right? ILSP, this one. Now go to determining warehouse process type. Determining warehouse process type. Cross processing settings, warehouse task. Yeah, I require one process type determination control indicator. Go to here, new entries. IAML process type is LM, Labor Management. IAML LM. Okay, this one. Now we can maintain the table determine warehouse process type. Go to here. Go to determining warehouse process type, cross processing settings, warehouse task, determine warehouse process type, new entries, IAML against INB. If process type determination control indicator is LM, I need to get ILSP. Okay, this is my setup. Now we can come to the POSC. Define process oriented storage control. Go to the second one, process type storage control, new entries, IAML, first step, ILUD. And whatever the source and whatever it may be, that is ILSP is our this thing. And the destination is 9010 is there already, that we can use. Destination bin we can check. GR2 and IAML ILV1. One 3060 is a internal movement, that for that ILV1 I need to move. ILV1. Next IAML ILV2. ILV2. Yes. For the put away it's not required. Why? Because the strategies can determine the right destination bin. Okay, not required. Now PYAC setup is this one. Now we can go to the packaging specifications to trigger the VAS orders. Okay. Again, it is external steps. /n /cwm /taxtech. Just we are reminding all the POSC setup. That's why I am taking a new example instead existing. Okay, go to new one. One IAPS is there. Packaging specification group. Yeah, for some of our friends not yet discussed with, just observe what I am doing. Maybe in next week we are going to Monday. We are going to discuss before taking the VAS. Okay, just this is like yeah, rehearsal for you. Okay, this one. Go to packaging. Wait, let. Why it is like it. Go to accept. Anything is open. PS group. IAPS. Select this. I think somebody is parallelly working on the packaging specification, something that's why it is taking much time. Or else anybody is activated in baddies or something. We can take some other PS group. We can check. we can do. I have opened only one screen, but it is taking some tables. Four one six 2837. What is it? Yeah. Okay. Here, LM something we can give. VAS 0 VSI. Product is some product we can use. IAML. Which one? Comp. Engine parts. Okay. This one. And go to the content. Select and add product. Product is engine. Quantity 1. And for the first level of the packaging specification, go to here, select the packaging material, auxiliary packaging, this one, IAML star we can use. Auxiliary, yeah, correct. Okay, go to warehouse tab. External step is ILV1. Target quantity you can give some 100 or 1000 or whatever it is. This is ours. And next go to main packaging level. Target quantity is what we have given here. Okay. This one, and go to packaging material. In a box I am packaging. Go to here, there, here 100. There is no 100. Go to the warehouse tab. Here ILV2. Okay, with this packaging specification we can get VAS order to execute VAS order against our product IAML ENGA. Okay, deactivate this. Yes, now this is also ready. Now we can change the product master with our new process determination control indicator. MAT1 engine product IAML is our warehouse. Go to change warehouse data LM. So whenever we receive this product, that can be applicable to our new storage process. Now I am coming into labor management. Go to SPRO, IMG, SEM extended warehouse management, labor management, activate labor management. Select our warehouse, IAML. Here I am activating the labor management. Okay, this one. And within the labor management, I am activating the labor management for internal process steps. Go to here. Yeah, choose here. New entries, internal steps here. First one is unload. I am activating here labor management. And even though I can execute this in RF environment. Oh, one sec. RF environment, do not consider warehouse task with the source resource. Do not consider warehouse task with the destination. Okay, consider all warehouse tasks. Any assumptions are there? If we want to consider the source and the destination resources, we can use. Let it be. Yeah, standard is blank. We can use that only. And next step is VAS. VAS I am activating. Third step is put away. And activating. Now within the VAS, we are going through one of the external step is automation. I don't want to calculate any labor involvement. Automation. Against this VAS, I am deactivating for this first step ILV1. ILV1 deactivating. Okay. This preservation level. Assume that is the preservation level. I can execute through any mission or whatever it may be. The product can pass on the tables, and from top side some sprinkler can preserve that product. Assume that kind of thing is there. Okay. See here, first I have activated at warehouse number level. Next is I have activated for required internal process steps. Within one of the internal process step VAS, I have deactivated the labor management. Means that is automating. Okay. Now we can come to the formulas and conditions. Go to SEM extended warehouse management, settings, and labor management. Here, condition editor. I want to keep one or two conditions. Here, condition editor. Go to here. You can see three items are there. One is for engineering labor standards. Remaining two for pre-processing item and header. Pre-processing means at the delivery level, if I want to plan delivery level for those warehouse orders are not created. If I want to calculate the planning workload in that scenario, we can maintain the conditions against this header and items. Okay, but we are working through the engineered labor standards. New entries. Condition is IAC1. First condition IAML condition 1. First condition. Here this is the condition editor area. Okay. Here we can select the parameters. If you observe all these parameters, you can find out either in a work either in a warehouse order or packaging specification or else a product. All these things, parameters, lot of parameters are there. Okay, lot of parameters. If you go with this one, see here, capacity, calculated travel distance, travel time, party and rent to dispose, quantity, field value, weight, etc., etc. Bin type, planned storage bin type, yeah, two batches people can able to answer this. Planned storage bin type. Okay, what is this planned storage bin type? We executed slotting, sir. Okay, there we have seen the updation within the bin type determination. That is planned storage bin type. Okay, this one. And lot of parameters are there. If you want to go with see here, handling indicators, handling unit type wise also you can fix this one parameters. Just now, for example, I said that one kind of cotton box that can be take some kind of efforts, or some other cotton box, some other these things, and a lot of things are there. Lot of things are there to decide the conditions. Okay, and apart from that, here you can see to use within the conditions equal to greater than or equal, if condition is there, constant is there, etc., etc., and brackets, within the brackets some logic is there. Here we can maintain the syntax. This one check, syntax check. Okay, and here you can observe the weight unit, value unit, unit of length, time unit. This can be come from the define warehouse number control. If you recap at the time of very beginning, there we can maintain the factory calendar, weight unit, value unit, unit of length, time unit, etc., etc. Here, go to here condition type. You can select engineer labor standard condition type. Here, one of my condition is weight less than 10 kgs, weight greater than 10 kgs. I want to go with a simple this weight. Double click on the weight, less than or equal to 10 kgs. One second. Constant, we need to enter here constant number. Weight less than or equal to 10. One of my condition. I am checking the syntax. Formula syntax is correct. Okay. After this, you can activate. Sorry. Formula syntax is correct. We can save this. See here, one condition is this one. Formula syntax is correct. One condition is here. Then next, one more condition. Select this. Go to create button. Condition 2. IAC2. Condition 2. Here, yeah, one second. Here, active we need to flag. No, I have forgotten to active this. Active. Next, select this. Go to create. Second one condition. Weight. Double click. Greater than number is 10. Okay, this one. Check this. Syntax is correct. This one. Two conditions I have created. Two conditions. Okay. Now formulas come out of this condition editor. Yeah, see here, observe Here lot of things are there, if, and etc. etc. We can use our own logic also. We can use our own logic. If HU type is IAML HU1 plus if within the bracket HU is equal to this one bracket close, and again weight is more than less than, like simple logic we can maintain here formula editor. Okay, this that is a little bit complex, but we can make it success that ABAP consultants can think in that way. Formula editor, go to here, formulas, select this formula IL F1 IAML formula 1. Okay, here formula type engineered labor standards. Okay, here formula calculations, here planned duration. I am taking planned duration as it is. Planned duration is 1. I am using syntax is correct. Active and one more I am creating. The same planned duration I am selecting formula to calculate our timings. Into number 1.2 or 1.5. Okay, we can check the syntax. Syntax is correct. One formula is planned duration for a workload as it is. Another formula is planned duration of a workload into 1.5. Okay, we can use that. Okay, just I have created 2 conditions and 2 formulas. Okay, now come to the engineered labor standards in the IMG setup. SCM extended warehouse management, labor management. Determine engineered labor standards. Go to here. This one, direct ELS definition. I'm taking this. Go to here. Here, new entries. Warehouse number is IAML. Step is our step. IULD, first step. IULD. Irrespective of the active type, and these when that should be create the planned execute, when that should be calculate the planned workload. Warehouse task level, that should be work this, and constant is 5 minutes. Assume that constant is 5 minutes. Here one condition, minute. Active. See here, sir, normally my unload step can calculate during the warehouse task against this step 5 minutes. Now I am giving IULD. Here calculation at the time of warehouse order. Object type. Condition is, if the condition 1, that should be no constant, that should be formula 1. Normally, the fixed unloading time is 5 minutes. If less than, this condition is there, we have created, just recap. Less than or equal to 10 kgs, that should be calculated this 5 minutes with this formula. This is the meaning. Okay, activate. Next, IAML, same IULD, irrespective of the activity area, warehouse order type, if greater than 10 kgs, it should be applicable second formula, that is 5 into 1.5. For this one, less than or equal to, we have given standard planned workload, means that can take as a 5 minutes itself. But if more than the 10 kgs, it can calculate planned workload into 1.5. Assume that our formula. Next, IAML. Next one is ILV2. V1 we have this one. For this, same condition, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Yeah, this direct value. Next, IAML, ILV2. Next, warehouse order for warehouse task, IAC1, IAF1, active, IAML, ILV2, warehouse order, IAC2, sorry, ILF1 here. Here, ILF2, active. And one more step is there. IAML, put away. ILPW. Warehouse task, I am using a constant, some 5 minutes. I don't want to go for conditions for put away. Just to see the differences. These are the engineer labor standards. Work step 02, define active formula FM13. Some other errors, not ours. Ours is what the error, we can check. 2006. Somebody is mistake. Work step not defined. Somebody's mistakes are there. Work step sequence. SI2P. Entirely, this is problem. Now our data is this one. I have maintained the engineered labor standards and lot of formulas and conditions are there. How we can achieve in IMG, very big warehouse like Amazon and etc. Assume that. Go to extended warehouse management, settings, labor management, upload engineer labor standards. This is the program. This is the program. The formulas and conditions, standard workspace, all this one. We need to upload this one. Okay. Now almost everything is fine. Now we can come across with one test case. Go to ECC. Any open purchase orders are there, we can check for this product. One thing, first weights we need to check in the product master. We require 8. Yeah, weight is there. 10 less than or equal to 10. It is calculating in 5 minutes. Okay, not a problem. Now ME21. I am creating a purchase order. Some 300 quantity we have given. What is IAM, right? Yeah. Delivery date, something is confirmation control is what one? This we can use. Delivery date, that is asking some delivery date. Next date is something. By default, it is calculating the 20. Okay. This one not a problem. That cannot give us any error. Save. Save. This is our 21206 our purchase order. Now VL 31 L. This we can use LM1 Labour Mangement 1. First come with a single product. Just pack here. Some message is coming, almost finished. Short number range. 2945. This is distributed to WMS. Where is this one? What is this? We have created our own, right? Oh, not a problem. We have not saved our packaging specification. We can check. Yeah, this is there, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And these are not required for us. If they can calculate, this we can delete. Unnecessary RAS order cannot be generated for us. Yeah. Now one delivery is distributed to our EW. Go to delivery processing, inbound delivery, maintain inbound delivery notification. During the weekends, all of our friends work on the servers. I think this performance issue is coming. Yeah, Load test, performing load test, anybody worked on the projects after implementing, okay? How many user IDs are working on the SAP system and how much time it is taking to pass the transactions and etc. etc. We can observe here. For example, if I work on Monday or Tuesday this time, it can be give immediate response to us. During the Saturday and Sunday, it is giving it is taking extra time. Okay, this one, utilization. Actually, during the implementations, one tool is their quick sizer, where that tool can help us to evaluate the RAM sizes and database sizes and etc. etc. And while calculating the volume of the deliveries, volume of the documents and etc. etc. Quick sizer, just go through the Google, you can get some idea about that tool, quick sizer tool. Okay. Go to the inbound delivery. That is very important during the greenfield implementations. Yeah, this is the handling unit, and we can check either VAS order is generated or not. Okay, if VAS order is not generated, we can make it manually, not a problem. No, we can make it manually. Some triggering, and we don't want to go with deep dive into the triggering of that. Our intention is calculate the workloads 8773. Okay, this one. Go to here, value added services, create line item 10, packaging specification. We can check. We can give packaging specification. Sorry. Is it determined packaging specification? We can check. Yeah, it is determined, sir. Work center also determined. Everything. We are in a safe position. VAS order is 550. Yep. Save this. VAS order. Why it is not saved? Come here. We can check again. Not saved. Line item 10. 417. What is the mistake? We can check. Performance entity not relevant. It is taking that save here at header level. Save cancelled objects will be reset. Class order does not exist. What is the problem? Status. No. 551. What is and rework? Display order for gas. Item number 10. Tax spec is.
The HU was not ticked for auxiliary product.
No, that is not.
Was what?
No, no, no. That is not this one. Here. What is this? VAS was created. While saving, one problem is there. VAS order does not exist. What is this? We can see. Number ranges problem. Number ranges here it is the giving us. Okay. Yeah, Vamshi, are you there, man? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is the problem here, man?
The same number already there in the system. Batch order number.
Yeah, we can check. Define number range for the order IAML 551 or something is created. Yeah, 551 or 56. Yeah, what I can do? We can change the number range status is 600. Okay, must be within the limit. Okay, what we can do? 596. That was enough for us. 596 and we go to the this one. Create a further the buffering problem, number range buffering. $597. Save.
Now it should save.
Done. What happened? Okay, we can do one thing. Go to interval. This is something like a number range problem. In the master data, define number ranges. Where, yeah, one thing. Assign number interval to the warehouse number. It is generating the number but not saving. Means, yeah, one sec. Here IAML we can go. IAML. Yeah, here problem. That's 05 is there. Okay, what we can do is the number ranges for the web order. IAML. Go to here. I don't want to this. Okay, if possible, initial. Delete this. Anyway, saved. Come back. Go to here. Delete this. Save. 09 new number range. 90,000 to 9999. Okay, this one 09.
But this might not be good.
Go to IAML 09. Okay, this one number range I have assigned. Now come to our delivery. Go to again value added services. Create class order. Item number is 10. 9 all zeros is coming. Save cancelled object reset class order. All zeros does not exist. This is at warehouse level or like globally? That we need to find out. Yep. Go to tax tech 417. We can check. /cwm/tax tech 417. Zero VFA we have used. From also one parameter.
No, pack spec is determining, right? It's
Yeah,
fine.
determining. Yeah. but while saving the problem. No. Okay, we can do one thing. Yeah, unload. I can show you for the labor management. Okay. Yeah, go to the inbound delivery, follow on functions, create warehouse task, handling unit, this one. Where our new warehouse process type is ILSP, process is ILSP. Okay. Create. Door bin to GR. Go to here, message log. No workload data is maintained for warehouse number IAML. No workload. Workload is to calculate here for unloading during the warehouse task. We have given some 5 minutes or something like that is also not coming. We can check. And Q is determined, that is okay. Work steps for selection. Yeah, you have not selected a work step sequence. Yeah, here you can see here engineered labor standard calculation that should be calculated here, and during the creating the warehouse task also that should be give some calculation here. Okay, something is missing there, we can rectify that. Okay, this we can give and create plus save one warehouse order. We can get warehouse order, go to that warehouse order, open this. See here, planned execution time not yet came. Planned execution time is not yet came, even though the labor management is activated. Even though the labor management is activated, means some problem in calculating the planning workload. Planning workload. Okay, this one. One sec. Cancel this. Some problem is there in our setup. Now, one sec. Activity wise, we can check. Sampling unit, ILSC, and the first step is we are getting so this is activated. Okay. That should be calculated here. ILUD, a work steps for calculation. You have not selected a work step sequence. What is this? Engineered labor standard calculation here. Okay, no workload data is maintained for the in warehouse number. This here, this part. Go to the engineered labor standards. Some error is there in our this. Go to SCM extended warehouse management. Engineered labor standards, labor management. Determine engineered labor standards. Go to direct ELS definition. ILUD we have given here. Warehouse task time, it should be create. Okay, this one condition here, the activity area is not required for us. Okay, assign work step sequences. Define work steps. IAML, work step. Okay, for the first work step, define the standard. Sorry, not this. Sorry. Work step 001. Define standard is IAML. Work steps sequence 1. This is 5 minutes. Conditions are there for this one. This is for put away we are using. 02 we can check. Define the work step sequence. 02 is ours. 02 work step sequence 04 IULD. Sorry. Work step sequence 04. Here IULD A and E both are maintained. Okay, both are active. Define 04 we can check. Work step is 04. This is directly we have defined, so not a problem. Why it is not calculated? 04 is there. Sequence only one sequence is there. For this also what we can do, formulas and conditions we can maintain. Okay. There formulas and condition, this one is this one ILF1 IL1 test. 04 within this 04 only one is there. 05 is there. What error we are getting we can check. Work steps for the selection, you have not selected work steps for selection A, you have not selected a work step sequence. Okay, you determine so fine. Workload data is maintained in the warehouse. That is determined actually. Yeah. Now, warehouse. One second. 5 minutes. This condition is this one. Less than or equal to this one. ILF1. It should calculate. It should greater than or equal. Okay. What I can do is we can do one thing. Our VAS is etc. is disturbing us. Go to SCM extended warehouse management, cross processing settings, warehouse task, define process oriented storage control, go to storage process, IAML, ILSC, go to here. These are disturbing us, it seems. Now I am going with unload and put away only. Unload and put away. Okay. Now go to one more test case. Simple concept, but it will take some time to maintain everything. Now all we can close. All these are fine.
So what is the duration besides that? Besides the step in the POSC, there is duration, right? What is that?
Yeah, this is not relevant for us. That is different and this is different. That may vary. That is not required for us to calculate this one. Here we are maintaining this one. Unit labor standard. The duration normal calculations without labor management if we want to go with that one. Without labor management. Okay, we can check that also. There are We cannot get any planned workload, executed workload with that timings here. Go to warehouse task, define process oriented storage control. This one, IML. No, this cannot. This one planned duration for storage steps. Use duration to determine the planned condition time for a storage. This only takes duration into account when calculate the completion date and time. It has not already been defined in the
Okay, for wave.
wave. Yeah, this cannot. Okay. Now we can go with another test case. VL31L. LM 1 less than or equal to 1. Okay, that is distributed to our AWS. Everything is determined but not calculating. We can check formulas and conditions also again. Okay. Okay. Go to inbound delivery. We don't bother about VAS orders. Just now I have deleted that. Go to this one. DA. Calculate. Engineer labor standard calculation. No workload data is maintained in warehouse number IAML and work steps for selection IAML IULD. Q is determined, that is fine. Yeah. Same thing. Q is determined. Okay, here it should calculate. So we check the formulas and conditions again. Go to SCM extended warehouse management settings. Yeah, labor management, condition editor, ISE1, correct through warehouse number. Okay, this one. Yeah, I can
But
refer
you
my
haven't
old.
used this. You haven't used this, right?
No,
For the step A, you haven't used this IS1 conditions. You just gave it as a 5 minutes constant.
correct.
Mm.
One sec,
Then there is no effect of because of the condition.
one sec. That is constant, that should be calculated. Constant, one sec. For D itself I have maintained. D only I have maintained here. Okay. Now go to SPRO. I am saying that this is the constant value. If less than or equal to 10 kgs, this can calculate like this formula. This can, that is the meaning. Object type is A. During the warehouse task creation, we have here. The same setup we have in some of our other warehouse. There we have calculating everything. No entries, those are down. Yeah, for example, yeah, here something is there. IAML, IL to unload activity 5 minutes constant. This is active. Sequence number 1. This one, warehouse task. Okay, and during the one second. During the warehouse order time, that should be use the warehouse order for the warehouse task. Okay, yeah. Inspection object type. Okay. One sec, sir. ILUD, sir, this one. ILUD. What we did wrong is IULD. Okay. ILUD, this one. Okay. Got it, sir? Constant. Time unit is unit. ILUD. Now it can come. After getting this, we can start the session for today. Tomorrow also we are having that session the same time. Okay. Now it can come. Step, wrong step we have given. Slight IULD, ILUD. That's why that is saying this where, yeah. What it is saying? ILUD you did not maintain. Okay. We are getting step ILUD, but there IULD we have maintained. Now it can come. If we can get the VAS order, we can see the impact of VAS, their starting time, completion time, etc. are there within the VAS work center. That also we can demonstrate in the system. But unluckily we are not getting VAS order. Today I don't know what is this again. System performance of, yeah, there here one thing. Yeah, sorry. One second, we can that's not a problem. Yes, control. List. Go to delivery processing. Inbound delivery. Maintain inbound delivery notification. LM3 is our inbound delivery. Go to follow on functions, warehouse task. We are taking only one single product that is weighing 10 kgs itself in this case. Yeah, go to handling unit. Go to here. It is calculating 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes for this one. Constant value is 5 minutes. In our warehouse order, only one product is there. Okay, just we can create the warehouse order. We can check. Planned execution time is 5 minutes. Okay, why weight is less than or equal to 10 kgs in this case, that is calculated 5 minutes here. Now I am coming with one more test case. Some 3 products. Today we can see how the conditions and formulas can work. Tomorrow we can see efficiency, utilization and everything. In GUI operations, how the calculation can be carried out, RF, how we can generate, etc. We can see. Okay. Now, more than 10 kgs I am bringing now. Okay, what is the 10780? Next number. Here also you can see the constant value. Constant value. And if you save this, go to the warehouse order, 7.5 minutes. Why? More than 10 cases. In of our formula, if you go to the formula, formula 1, what it is saying? Planned duration of a workload. Formula 2, planned duration of a workload record into 1.5. Formula 2. There, come to the engineer labor standard. Engineer labor standard, determine engineer labor standard, go to the ELS definition. Here against this step 5 minutes I have given the constant here 5 minutes, and first condition is less than or equal to 10 kgs. If then that can be calculated as a ILF2. The second condition I have given is if more than the 10 kgs, that should be planned workload into 1.5. From where planned workload? X into 1.5. Where is the X? X is nothing but here. This one. Now what I can do for the better understanding, I am changing it to 8. I am changing it to 8. Come to our warehouse order. Change mode. Cancel. It should be 8 minutes now.
So condition 1 also.
Condition 1, less than or equal to, yeah, condition 1 also we can get. Condition 1 also.
Condition you maintained less than, right? Less than or equal to means it will also take as less than or equal to.
No, but what is the weight of the second test case? Now I have bring this one product. See, I can show you. What is the weight here?
30 kg.
Which condition for this apply?
Second condition.
Okay. Second condition means planned workload into 1.5.
Yeah.
I have given the constant value is 8.
Yeah. 8 into 1.5 it will take.
12 minutes.
I'm asking like in the first condition, in the previous example test case,
Okay.
you have given as a less than as a condition, but the system is like the weight is less than 10 kg, but the 10 kg we are passing, but system is also considering the less than or equal to. You have maintained less than or equal to in the condition.
Less than or equal to.
Okay.
Yeah, less than or equal to. I can show you that condition. Go to here.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now, one inbound delivery is created. Follow on functions. Warehouse task. Maximum number of. Go to the log. Constant wait value 8 minutes is came. Okay. This one. If we save this, told me. Okay, this one. Like the
And sir,
yeah. Yes.
yeah. If there is no planned execution time, calculation is maintained at the E level. E step means warehouse order creation level. Will
Okay.
it copy from the warehouse task and keep 8 here automatically?
No.
If there is no line there in the configuration.
In that way, if the warehouse task level we maintain at A level, planned execution level, yeah, yeah, we can check that also. Like save, cancel. Okay. This you are asking. Which one? E.
Yeah. Yes. Remove that line. Select and remove that line.
We can check.
Yeah. Will it copy 8 now?
We can check.
No. Where did you maintain 8? 1 minute. 1 minute. Can you please check the configuration?
Yeah.
Yeah. There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, IAC1, right? Now it is calculating IAC1, right?
No. The
Okay.
weight is more than 10 kgs.
More than, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now again go to follow on function warehouse task and create. Here it can comes. Okay. Now here press it. Go to task. No.
Okay.
Got it. So E is mandatory. A is not mandatory. Okay. Yeah, A also both are mandatory. Yeah, sorry. Both are mandatory. Copy this. Oh, sorry, here copy function is not there, right?
8 minutes. If you don't add the labor time,
Correct. You should not calculate it.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah, there was a disturbance for a couple of seconds. My network got disconnected and reconnected.
why don't you do one more time, CK, that one same test case one more time without maintaining E.
Without maintaining A.
Go back one more time. Could you go back to that settings?
Correct. Correct.
Should come. I don't think it is 0, because even if you execute it, just because you don't maintain the task does not mean that you get 0 time.
Correct. Exactly. Both are for the constant that should be maintained for the object type A. For the variables that should be maintained for the E. I can show you one more test.
One more.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, no. Go to the configuration one more time if you don't mind.
One more. Yes. One more test case. Yeah.
Just, first here you explain to us 1 minute.
Yeah.
See, ILUD, A means warehouse task. I mean, what is that A? Drop down one more time. A means warehouse task.
Warehouse
when you
task.
create warehouse, 8 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, what if E? E is the warehouse order. Okay.
Correct.
When you are creating order, change. Okay.
Correct.
If you don't maintain E, it doesn't calculate anything.
Correct.
But it should come with A, right? It should come 8 minutes at least. Why? Because that warehouse task only.
How?
You know, if you don't maintain, remember in POSC while you are doing each task, you maintain some time. Remember, you should pick up from at least from there, if not from here.
No,
Am I correct?
Yes, I can. We can come. Yes, now it's going a meaningful discussion. I can explain you. Okay, what is the difference between warehouse task and warehouse order?
Warehouse
task,
order package, executable
Yes.
package, more than one.
Yes. Yes. Warehouse order is an executable package. It contains one or more warehouse tasks.
So it doesn't matter. Warehouse order should have like warehouse task.
Correct. One or more warehouse tasks within that one. And if I want to execute any warehouse task, it should be having a warehouse order.
Go ahead one more time. Any task you want, you must have warehouse order. That's what you are saying.
Correct. Warehouse task is nothing but it's an activity. Either you can physically or logically moving of the products. Physically moves one bin to another bin. Logically moves changing of the stock types or whatever it may be. Okay, whatever it may be. Warehouse task is an activity and warehouse order is an executable package. That's why at warehouse order level only we are getting the queues and we are getting the resources or we are getting the planned execution type. Here, here in our case, task is there. Assume that kind of tasks more are there, different tasks also there. One task is not relevant with the warehouse labor management, another task is relevant with the labor management. Assume that cases also will happen.
Maybe, can I ask you one more question, CK here?
Yes,
I think we need to activate this task for labor activation required only for warehouse order. During the warehouse order execution time, only labor resources are not doing the task.
Not going the task. Here, the constant value why we maintained at the time of warehouse task is to determine the execution time of relevant relevant this thing. To determine, if you observe at the time of warehouse task, it is not giving us 12 quantity, 12 minutes. It is not calculating any formulas and conditions, nothing. Okay, and one thing we can do some more thing. Different test cases we can play here within this configuration only. I am removing this all.
So what you are saying is like as you are used that in formula, you are using that one like warehouse task.
Yeah. Now.
Why? Because in your formula, you have maintained standard warehouse task something.
Yeah.
So because of that, for calculating the warehouse order, so we need to maintain that one. Otherwise, the system will not take the condition one. condition 2 calculation.
Correct, correct. See here, I have only.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. One sec. The different test cases we need to play here. Here, ILUD unload step constant is this one at the time of warehouse task. What I am doing is I am going with IAML, the same step for object type warehouse order from this one, and constant time is 8 minutes. Active. Observe here this. Or else, yeah, we can change here. 6 minutes. Why same? We can give different. Yeah.
You different so that we,
Yeah, at the time of unloading, creating time of the warehouse task, system can show us 8 minutes. But after creating the warehouse order for this one, it is showing planned execution time of 6 minutes. Irrespective of the formulas, irrespective of the conditions I am giving is 6 minutes. Then we can check in the transaction. Okay?
okay. Then we can apply formulas later and see.
Yes. We need to go with the different test cases. We can't leave a system. We can play with the system. System cannot play with us. Go to here. Delivery processing. Inbound delivery notification. Inbound delivery. Go to follow on functions warehouse task. Handling unit. Create. What happened here? One second. What is going on? We have not cancelled it. /scwm/mon inbound documents inbound warehouse. One open is there. We can cancel this. Go to inbound delivery, follow on functions, warehouse task. Handling unit. Create. Go to here. It is giving at task level, it is some 8,000 or something is there. Okay. At warehouse order level, 6 only came. Why? Their constant I have there.
Yep. So different times, different. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
That's good. No, yeah. So warehouse task and warehouse.
Yeah. Like this can be calculated. Okay. This thing. Now, yeah. Now we are in shape to calculate the planned workload. Up to planned workload calculation, we have finished our topic. Tomorrow, after confirming that this is the executed planned workload and executed workload, after confirming this, how the system can calculate the utilizations, efficiencies, either the resources is either the resources is efficiently working or not, what is its utilization and what is the percentage, etc. We can see tomorrow, and we can see if I confirm the warehouse order within the GUI environment, what will be taking here, and if I confirm this warehouse order in the mobile data entry RF environment, how the processor can be triggered and how the data is updated within the GUI environment. Tomorrow we can see. Maybe tomorrow also, please be prepared to sit at least 2 hours. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for attending session. Have a nice day, nice weekend also. The same time, 7 o'clock.
థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్రీకల్లి గారు
Yes, please.